You want to turn around?
Hello from Canmore on the Legacy Trail.
The boat.
We left the town of Radium and headed to Canmore near Banff.
After spending 6 days in Radium Hot Springs, we came to River Campground for 6 days. Mostly just to do some bike riding and see the area. The pictures of the mountains sometimes were good and sometimes not so much because of the fires up near Edmonton. At the end of the video, we'll show you around the little campground if you're interested. But it ended up being a great location for us.
We're riding the Rocky Mountain Legacy Trail between Canmore and Banff, Alberta.
I'm glad I noticed that I put my camera on my bike backwards. I was going to take a picture of my stomach the whole way. Welcome to Canmore. There's a nice barrier between the road and us.
The Rocky Mountain Legacy Trail meets the Banff Legacy Trail for a total of 27 kilometers with only 30 meters of elevation. We were fortunate to be able to ride it a couple of times. And as it always is, Saturday was crazy with lots of people here. And then Monday was a much better day to ride.
The red chairs in Canada always give you a great view.
Let us know in the comments below where you've sat in a red chair in Canada.
We have the big dip coming up. Takes you right up the other side. Woo! This grade is electric.
There are 5 sets of pedestrian gates on the trail. Cyclists can bypass those by the state-of-the-art solar-powered electric mats that span its width. Gates are intended to protect wildlife. It also allows for an uninterrupted route for cyclists. The cyclists simply roll across the mats without stopping.
That's quite a waterfall coming down the face.
We took a spur to the right to see some lakes in a local park.
It was nice to get away from the highway. And there's the waterfall straight in front of us. There's some red chairs out there. This section always gives me the heebie-jeebies, but you gotta ride it out. Oh, gotta ride up the other side. Woo!
Mike rolls his eyes when I go, whoo! But that's okay, it's my ride. Now back to the electrified mats. The charge is uncomfortable but not harmful. To avoid a charge, riders just cross the mat without stopping. Pets shouldn't be on the mats though, because they'll get an uncomfortable shock. Cyclists can cross the mats with no effect thanks to their rubber tires. Do not dismount unless you're wearing rubber sole shoes, which ours have metal on them. There's plenty of places to stop along the way for a rest and a restroom, with picnic areas along the way.
17 kilometers to go.
Hello from Canmore.
We had tired legs after 2 days of riding 24 miles each day. Next stop, Quarry Lake for a 4-mile walk around the lake or near the lake.
The smoke's been pretty bad from the fire up by Edmonton, but it's beautiful today and clear. It's much quieter today. The crowds left after the weekend.
But it got hot pretty quickly, and we didn't complete the entire hike. I guess we overdressed. Of course, we had to stop in Banff. It had been over 20 years since we'd last been here. It seemed everywhere we went, we had to pay for parking, whether it was at Quarry Lake or in the town of Banff. We walked across the bridge to the Cascades of Time Gardens, which are terraced into the hillside with pathways and rock steps that lead through the trees and flower beds.
We stayed at Bow River Valley Campground. It's a provincial park, and the prices were about $40 Canadian, which is about 30 US. As you can see, the sights along the river are very nice, but boy, that river is moving fast. One guy's dog jumped in the river and it started carrying him away, so he jumped in to save his dog. A lot of people prefer Bow Lake to Bow River campgrounds because of the scenery, but I think this is pretty darn good. Plus, it's closer to the town of Canmore, which is only 3 kilometers away, and the bike path. There's designated fare boxes for the tent campers. You could buy $3 tokens for the showers from the campground attendant. The campsites are huge, most of them, and they have electric and water. But I had to be in the queue for reservations about 30 minutes to an hour before the reservations opened because they went quick. I entered it 30 minutes before, and by the time my time came up, we only got a site across from the river, which is a great site, and further away from the highway. If you do make a reservation for a provincial park, have all your information in the system before the day of the reservations open, because it takes a little time, and review the campsites to make sure you're getting what you want when you finally do get into the system.
We had to drive 20 minutes to the dump station, and that was some dump station with 5 stalls. In our next video, we head up the Icefields Parkway and get a little adventure there with the skywalk and climb on a glacier on our way to Banff National Park. We sure appreciate you guys coming along with us. Be sure to subscribe, like, and give us a comment. We'd love to hear from you.